You know, a smile can hide 1,000 stories, right? Well, today we're digging into the incredible story behind one particular smile, the smile of Karthik Chandrasekhar. In his autobiography, Beneath the Smile, he opens up about a life that's just jam-packed with resilience, humor, and a whole lot of hope.
So, to really get who Karthik is, you've got to hear from the people who know him best. His friend, the actor Naren Weiss, just puts it perfectly. This isn't just a story about overcoming a disability. Nope, it's about achieving greatness and finding joy, full stop. And you see this pop up again and again. Calvina Rajendran, who he met during bocce practice, says the first thing she noticed was that smile and what she calls this bring it on attitude. It's like this playful strength that everyone around him seems to pick up on.
And this quote from his friend Arun, man, it just hits the nail on the head. It's not just about being resilient, building a house from the bricks life chucks at you. It's about having this deep, profound grace to then invite the very people who threw those bricks to come celebrate with you. Just, wow.
Okay, so this all leads us to the big question of his book, and really of our whole chat today. We all see the smile, but what's really going on beneath it?
All right, so here's how we're going to break it all down. We've just heard that chorus of voices. Next, we'll dive into his unbreakable foundation. Then we'll get into the fight and the fun, see how he became a voice for change, and wrap it all up with his philosophy, the way I see it.
First things first, let's talk about that unbreakable foundation. Karthik makes it super clear that his entire journey is built on this incredible network of people who've held him up, pushed him, and cheered him on every step of the way.
At the center of it all, you've got his family. His Amma, his mom, Rajalakshmi, is his absolute rock, his guardian angel who fought battle after battle for him. His Appa, his dad, is this quieter, steady force, and that's where he gets a sense of humor. And his brother Sriram was the practical one, the guy who helped him figure out school and college. Every single one of them played a huge, vital role.
And then, beyond his family, he has this incredible chosen family, his friends. From his inner circle, who literally carried him sometimes, to his buddies at Loyola College. And get this story. When he was told he couldn't go on a college tour, his classmates just flat out refused to go without him. I mean, come on, that's friendship in action. That is what real inclusion looks like.
So, with that amazing foundation of support, he had the strength to deal with this constant push and pull in his life, what he calls the fight and the fun.
Okay, check this out. 15. That is the number of diplomas he's earned. And look, this isn't just about collecting pieces of paper, right? This is proof of a relentless, stubborn, beautiful pursuit of knowledge, no matter what obstacles were in his way.
And get this, on top of those diplomas, he also has 6 full academic degrees. We're talking an MPhil in English, an MA in history. I mean, that level of academic success is just off the charts for anyone.
But here's where reality hits hard. Despite all those incredible qualifications, the professional world was a totally different beast. He went through years of rejection, dealing with companies that saw his disability long before they saw his capability.
So how in the world did he handle all that? Well, with his secret ingredient, humor. Laughter, and specifically this Tamil style of witty, self-deprecating jokes called mokai, became his shield. It was his superpower, really. His way of just completely disarming a tense situation and making it bearable.
And here is a perfect example of his mokai humor. Nalusuila Masu. It's just this brilliant little flip of the script that takes a potential insult and turns it right back around, reclaiming power with pure wit. It basically translates to, I'm not crazy, I'm just awesome.
Here's another one that just perfectly captures that self-deprecating but incredibly determined spirit. The little wordplay on Booker and Cooker, that's classic Karthik. He's looking reality right in the eye and having a laugh, but he's also telling you, don't you dare think I'm going to stop.
Wow. I mean, this one might just be the most powerful example of his whole mindset. He's taking a moment of real physical vulnerability, a fall from his wheelchair, and he's not seeing it as a failure. He's seeing it as new material. It's more than just a coping mechanism. That is an act of pure creative transformation.
When you go through all of that personal fight, it just naturally grows into something bigger. His journey couldn't just be about himself anymore. It became about being a voice for change for everyone.
Okay, so to really get what he's fighting for, you need a little bit of context on this. The RPWD Act of 2016 is this landmark law in India. It's the legal muscle that says, hey, things have to be accessible and you can't discriminate. This is the foundation he stands on when he argues for a more inclusive world. And listen, he's not just talking in abstracts here. He has a real concrete plan. It's a 5-point manifesto that was born directly from his own experiences. From accessible buildings to a real political voice, these are clear, doable steps to build a country that works for everyone.
So after all this, the family, the fight, the fun, the advocacy, what's the big takeaway? What's the philosophy he lives by? Well, he calls it the way I see it. It really all comes down to this one idea. This is the heart of it all. It's about completely flipping your perspective. He learned this early on, and it's guided him through everything. You don't focus on what's gone, you focus on what you've got. You focus on your assets, not your deficits. And this right here, this is really the core message of his book. It just so beautifully ties together the personal act of smiling with the huge universal truth that every single one of our stories matters. It's a call to just keep going. A reminder that every journey, every struggle has so much value. In the end, Karthik's story is far from over. It's this ongoing journey of resilience, humor, and fighting the good fight. His life is proof that the story is always just beginning. And it really makes you think, doesn't it? What's the story that lies just beneath your smile?